Hello, hola, welcome back to my channel. It's Florisha Andrea, and I decided that I'm going to finally give you guys what you have been requesting and what you have been asking for, and that is going to be my skincare routine. So it's a lot that I really recommend you guys to get a pencil and pen or your iPhone notebooks out, because it's a lot of information that I'm going to be saying in this video, because I pretty much had 3 routines. Like, I had a morning and a nighttime routine when I first started my new skincare regimen, and I did that for about 2 months, and then now I have a slightly separate kind of routine, like more or less my everyday routine that I do literally every day, morning and night. I would tell you guys exactly in detail, like what exactly I do from morning to nighttime, what the specific products that I'm going to be showing in my everyday routine. But it is 3 routines. So like I said, get a pencil or pen or get your phone out and write down some notes, because it's a lot of information that I'm going to be saying in this video. So if you guys are ready, let's get started. So I don't have any makeup on. This is just my regular skin. I just figured that why the heck would I come and talk about skincare and getting your skin to look good and glowy and, you know, all that stuff if I have a full face of makeup on. That just makes no sense. So I just have on my brows and mascara. So I actually have to get my little iPhone notes out, because I wrote everything down so that I don't forget anything. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is start with how my skin looked. So I'm probably going to insert pictures like in the video of exactly how my skin looked when I literally needed 911 on my freaking face. Like, I had a lot of pimples. It looked like a heat rash pretty much. It looked like a heat rash on top of acne, on top of just, it was just so bad. Like, it was extremely so bad. And I think my skin got that bad because of, one, some of the products that I was using. This is when I was working at Sephora back in the summertime, and you know, when you work at Sephora, if anyone works at Sephora or MAC or any type of makeup store, you guys already know that you are in makeup every single day. And number one, you have to wear makeup all the time to work. So that could be a factor of why my skin got so bad. And number two, I'm always playing in different types of foundations and different type of products all the time, because they are always coming out with something new, literally every week or 2 weeks at makeup stores. So you want to dibble and dab into everything possible when it comes to trying new things, and that's just the life of being a beauty blogger in general. You're always trying to be up to date and trying different things. So I think that those are the 2 factors, and I also think the ultimate factor, like the number one thing of why my skin got so bad, was most likely stress. Like, I probably say a few times in some of my random videos, and I slightly tried to talk about like my past life, but I just feel like it's just to the point where 2018, I don't really care to dwell on the past anymore. Like, it's like it is what it is type of situation. I don't really care to go back to that place. But I think that stress really affected my skin so bad. Like, I always thought that stress was like, you know, it was just like, you know, maybe I'm going through things, or maybe it's my hormones or whatever. But I definitely feel like back then, at that time when my skin was the worst, that was the most stress I've ever had in my entire life, pretty much. Like, I've never been that stressed out ever. So I think that really was like the key factor, on top of the other things that I was telling you guys, on top of not drinking water all the time and stuff like that. Like, it was probably little things that added up, but I definitely think the number one thing was that I was just so stressed out at that time of my life. And I definitely think that is a huge factor. So it's like so different now, because I'm just not stressed at all. Nothing in my life right now currently stresses me out, you know. So I just think that, you know, it may sound like a myth to some people, like, oh, stress is like whatever, blah blah blah, but it definitely really did affect my skin. So my number one recommendation could just be make sure that everything that you're doing in your life is not stressful. Obviously, we're humans. We're going to stress about little things, whether it's work or friends or relationships or boyfriends, girlfriends, or whatever, friendships or whatever. But try to make it so that anything that you are dealing with or doing in your life, really try to have it so that if you do get stressed out, you have ways to cope with that and pretty much calm yourself down from anxiety and all types of things. I have terrible anxiety. Like, my anxiety is so bad. So when I have things in my life that stresses me out, it's like times 1,000. I don't know if anyone else deals with that, but I have terrible anxiety. So I make sure now, knowing that I have bad anxiety like that, to make sure that, you know, anything in my life, I don't let it get out of hand to the point where I'm extremely stressing, to the point where my skin looks like that again, like never again. So that is like the main thing as far as like emotional type of thing. So the next thing we're going to go to is into physical. So I came to the point where I had to literally go to the dermatologist. Like, I couldn't figure out what was wrong with my skin. I tried home remedies, I tried natural products, I tried drugstore products, I tried Sephora products, and I could not get a routine down to calm my skin down and get my skin back to how it is now. I'm not really the one to really need a lot of medications or something when it comes to my skin. Like, my skin is pretty simple. As long as I'm drinking water, I'm not too stressed, and you know, I'm eating right, I'm not eating junk food and stuff all the time, and my skin routine is pretty much the same, my skin is fine. Like, I'm not really one to have acne or anything. So it literally came to the point where I didn't know what to do. Like, I had no idea what to do, how to cure my skin, or anything. So it was just like I had to go to other resources. So my old roommate at the time, she, I know in the past, had a breakout similar to mine, maybe hers. I don't know. I know that she had a breakout and she went to a dermatologist. So I pretty much asked her, like, hey, what dermatologist did you go to? Because I really need to fix my skin. So she recommended me to her dermatologist, and that was the one that I went to. So if you guys, you know, it's not really any specific dermatologist you need to go to. I feel like everyone is pretty much qualified to be able to help you and give you the medication that you need. So I would definitely recommend, like, try to see if you're able to fix your skin on your own, whether you try a different remedy or what has it. And if that's not working out for you, I definitely recommend that you go and seek medical help, like a real doctor, like a skin doctor, which is a dermatologist. So I definitely recommend that for you. So I went to my dermatologist, and it was just so quick, wham bam. Like, I was in and out literally in like the matter of like 5 minutes. So when I first got there, he automatically knew what kind of acne that I had and the treatments for it and what could cure my skin and stuff. So I'm going to show you guys my medical or dermatologist medication that he gave me, and I'm going to show you guys or tell you guys my routine of what I had for morning and nighttime. The first thing that he gave me was pill medication. So like I said, anytime that you go to a dermatologist, it's not to say that we're going to have the same medication. But I'm just going to show you guys anyway, because that's why I pretty much was so hesitant of doing the skincare routine anyway, because I have all prescribed medicine. Well, not all, but I have a lot of prescribed medicine. So it's not to say that what I'm showing you guys are going to get the exact same one if you go to the dermatologist. But you know, you can always write it down for recommendations, because this is what helped my skin, and you can kind of go to them and ask them, you know, you saw someone on YouTube speak about these medications, like, will this work for you, etc., 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 and then kind of see what they say from there. But yeah, so the first thing that he gave me were some medication pills, and I took these once a day, and it's 30 pills in it, so I did that for a month. And he also gave me Epiduo Forte. Aww, idiot. You guys are on camera. Say hi to my fairies. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, so he also gave me the Epiduo Forte, and that looks like this. I actually didn't show you guys. Let me see if I can like get it like in focus. I think my brightness is too much. So he gave me those two products. I pretty much just said, you know, try everything all natural when it comes to using your cleanser or your toner and your moisturizer. So I'm going to show you guys the products that I pretty much did in order with the two medicines that he first gave me. So I went to get the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser, and that looks like this. I pretty much stuck to all sensitive or gentle products because, like I said, my skin was so sensitive at the time and I didn't want to irritate it anymore or have it, you know, activate crazy or react crazy to any of the products that he gave me. So I went to go get the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. And then I also went to go get some Dixon Original Witch Hazel in the Pore Perfecting Toner. And that one looks like this. So this is 100% all natural. So I've been using this for a really long time and it never really made my skin react or anything. So I just figured that, you know, if I like to use toners only because I feel like it brings back my pH balance, which is like the moisture back to my skin whenever I cleanse it. So that's pretty much why I like toners. So I use the cleanser and then I use the toner, and I actually want to show you guys the cotton pads that I really love to use, and that is the Shiseido facial cotton pads, and they look like this. And they're just extremely soft cotton pads. Like, you obviously don't have to go and get these, but I got them from Sephora, and you get, how many comes in here? 165 cotton sheets for $9. And at the time I was working at Sephora, so with the discount it was literally like nothing. It was like $5 for this. So I'm going to show you guys my morning routine, and that consists of the Cetaphil Gentle Cleansing Skin Cleanser. And then I use the toner, the Dixon toner. And then I use the Caudalie Moisturizing Sorbet. And that guy looks like this. If it will focus. Come on. Focus. Okay. So that one looks like this. And this is for sensitive skin. So I use this morning and nighttime. So I use that morning and nighttime. So that was my morning routine that I did every single day for like the first 2 months of going to the dermatologist. And my nighttime routine consisted of using the cleanser and then using the toner. And then I used the Epiduo Forte. Like I said, I put this over my entire face. It is a spot treatment, but at the time my whole face was a spot treatment. So I put this over my entire face. And then I used my Caudalie moisturizer, and then I took one pill from the dose that he gave me. So that's exactly what I did for morning time and nighttime for 2 months. Now, dermatologists, I don't know if it's everyone, but dermatologists, at least mine, wanted me to come back every month to 2 months just to check up on my skin and see how I was doing. So he decided to have me come back the second month. So I went to him probably in July, and I didn't end up going back to him until September. July, August, yeah, and the beginning of September. So he pretty much switched up my routine a little bit by adding 2 more things. So I was already using the pills in the Epiduo. So then he ended up adding a sulfur wash and Acetone gel. So the sulfur wash looks like this, and it's just a sodium sulfur. So I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's basically just a sulfur wash, and I really like sulfur washes. I know when I worked at Sephora, I knew about sulfur washes from Kate Somerville, and it basically just dries out any acne or dries out any open pores. It also has green tea and aloe in it, so it's going to give me moisturization but help with my oils as well. So I really like sulfur washes, and they're really good for oily to combination skin, so you actually get benefits with it as well as curing your acne. So I use this for morning time. He said he recommended me to use this twice a day, but again, my skin is very sensitive, and I know with sulfur washes, a lot of time with my clients, they would complain that their skin would get dried out from sulfur washes if they were oily to combination skin. So I automatically knew from top that, you know, I was only going to use this once a day because I knew it was going to dry my skin out. So I ended up using this in the morning time, and then I went ahead with my Acetone. So he also Aczone. He also gave me the Aczone Gel, and that looks like this. Come on, look at this. And that looks like this, and it's just like a regular gel. It has acne medication in it as well. So he gave me 2 acne spot treatment medications, but I pretty much use this all over my entire face in the morning time. So my routine after the 2nd month for the morning time consists of adding in the sulfur wash and the Aczone. So I did the sulfur wash, then I did the witch hazel with my Shiseido cotton pads, and then I used the Aczone gel, and then I went to my moisturizer, which is the Caudalie. So that was my morning time routine, and then my nighttime routine was exactly the same with the Caudalie and the Epiduo and the pills, and I did that for an entire month. So now this brings us to October, and I went back to the dermatologist. My skin was looking so much better at this point, and he recommended me to stop taking the pills because he didn't feel like I needed them anymore because my skin was doing so well. So my routine was pretty much the same, and he just excluded the pills until another month. So now we're at November, right before I went to my uncle's house for Thanksgiving, and I saw him for the last time. I haven't seen him since then. So I saw him for the last time, and he pretty much said that my skin was looking so good. You know, basically, like, if I needed him for anything, to just let them know. He was just so nice about it. He was just saying my skin was looking so good. You know, we're so happy we could have helped you, etc., etc. Because I told him, I was like, listen, sir. I was like, I am trying to be a very big beauty blogger. I can't be out here on camera looking crazy. Like, I need you to fix my skin right meow. This was in like July. So he definitely did fix my skin though. So he basically said that, you know, I could stick to a routine that I was doing, or you know, it was pretty much my prerogative of what I wanted to do with the products that he gave me. They are refill prescriptions, so pretty much if I do run out, just call them, let him know that I need another prescription, and he would go put it in for CVS for me. But I'm going to tell you guys my everyday skincare routine as of this moment. So this is what I've been doing every single day pretty much for the past like 2 months. So December, January, and then now it's February. So I was doing this routine for December and January, and this is pretty much a routine that I want to stick to because this is what has been pretty much working for me. And my skin, I don't get pimples, I don't get breakouts. This pretty much fixed all my dark spots and everything. And I also will let you guys know what he told me to get for dark spots, like if I did have any more dark spots. God damn it. So I pretty much made like a little mini video as far as the products that I use on an everyday basis. You know, I probably will explain everything that I do and how I do it, just for, you know, everyone that likes just to hear my voice sometimes. But I'm going to let you guys see that video, and then I will be back to tell you guys what to use for dark spots if you do go and get all this medication but you still are having troubles with dark spots, or if you just have trouble with dark spots anyway and you don't really have acne per se and just want to focus on dark spots. Guys, so we are starting out with a very clean face, hair messy, bun crazy, everything just a hot mess. So I'm just kind of pulling back my little strays of hair that I have going on my hairline, and then we're going to get right to it. So I went ahead off camera and put some water on my face just so that I'm able to have something to mix my cleanser with, and I'm using the sulfur wash that I mentioned before. And I just like to rub that all in my face. Like I said before, this is a really good cleanser for someone that is, number one, acne prone, oily. They are combination skin. It helps with your oils. It helps with drying out any pimples, any imperfections, any acne, anything that pertains to imperfecting skin. So I'm just rubbing that all in my face. And like I said before, if you are oily combination, I would suggest starting out using this once a day. See how your skin is first, and then kind of boost it up to 2 times a day. If you can't handle it, you can definitely just stick to 1 times a day and use the Cetaphil at a different time. So now moving on to my toner. I'm using the Dixon Pore Perfecting Toner. I've been using this for forever. It is 100% natural, like I said before, and I'm using it on my Shiseido pads because they're so soft and you get so many in the pack, and it's just like to die for, you know? And I'm just rubbing this all on my skin, just getting any excess cleanser or just bringing back the pH balance back to my skin to just make it so that I am not all dried out from that sulfur, because that will definitely dry you out. Now moving on to my Aczone Gel. I love this guy because it's used as like a spot treatment as well as just maintaining my clear skin. If I have any pimples coming up, if it's that time of the month, my menstrual cycle is coming, it will definitely take care of anything that has to do with breakouts or that time of the month or anything like that. So that's how my skin stays clean, and it also gives me a subtle glow. You definitely don't need to use as much as I did. I would definitely recommend to use half a pump if you have a really tiny face like mine, but you could definitely use 1 pump. It is cool. So I'm just going to be waving that and letting it dry. Usually this time I just brush my teeth or something, but it's a camera thing. So, you know, I'm taking my Caudalie Moisturizing Sorbet for Sensitive Skin Moisturizer, and I'm just putting that all over my face. And that is all it, guys. If you guys have any questions about this hair, it will definitely be up in the next video tomorrow. And also, I want to let you guys know that drinking water is the savior. Make sure that you're drinking tons of water, at least 2 liters of water per day. Okay, so he actually wrote down for me, on this little post-it note, what to use if you have dark spots. And I believe he said you can get this from Rite Aid or Walgreens or CVS or any type of drugstore. And he said it's 2% hydroquinone. I will put it in the description box because I don't know if I'm butchering this name or not, but it's hydroquinone. 2% hydroquinone. I think that's how you say it. So that is actually an insider tip from my dermatologist, and he let me know that you could get that from the CVS drugstore or something. So I think when you go, just go and ask the actual pharmacy in the back, like where you will find that, because I don't think I've ever seen that before. So you can just let them know that you need help looking for X, Y, and Z, and I'm pretty sure that they will have no problem helping you. So yeah, I hope you guys like my skincare routine. It was a ton of information, but this is everything and literally every single step that I took to get my skin the way that it is today. I have 0 makeup on right now. I just felt like, why come and do a skincare routine or show you guys how my skin looks and when I have a full face of makeup on. So I decided to just come on here, super chill, you know, no makeup on, brows done, mascara, a super chill outfit on, and like, you know, explain to you guys how you could fix your skin and just tell you guys recommendations and everything that I use. I know you guys have been asking me for this routine, and I'm finally giving it to you guys, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you go to your nearest dermatologist, or I hope that you can just kind of figure out something from this little routine that I gave you guys that will help your skin. So I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.